What is it, Uncle Billy?
Come here.
I'm sorry, one more second, Mr. Carter. Uncle Billy, what's going on? Get Mr. Carter the accounts payable receipts.
We lost some money.
You what? Now look, did you buy anything?
Not even a stick of gum.
All right. Now let's not panic. We're gonna go over every step you took since you left here with that money.
Look, see George and Billy scour the town looking for that dropped envelope? They don't know that Henry Potter had already deposited it in his own account.
So tell me again, you're sure you put the envelope in your pocket?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. I don't want any more maybes. Uncle Billy, we've got to find that money.
I'm no good to you, George.
Listen to me, do you have any other secret hiding places? Is there some place you could have hid it?
I've been over every inch of my office, of my house. Oh, George.
Stop crying, you've got to think.
I can't think anymore, George.
Where is that money, you silly, stupid old fool? Do you realize what this means? It means bankruptcy and scandal and prison. That's what it means. One of us is going to jail. Well, it's not going to be me.
Darling, you're home. Did you get the wreath?
What wreath?
The Merry Christmas wreath for the front window.
No, I left it in my office.
Is it snowing?
Yeah, just started.
Where's your coat and hat?
I must have left them at the office, too.
What's the matter?
Nothing's the matter. Everything's fine.
Mommy's moving to stay up till midnight and sing Christmas carols.
Can you sing, Daddy?
Better hurry up and shave. The families will be here soon.
Families? I don't want any families over here.
What's the matter? Was it a hectic day?
Oh, yeah, another red letter day for the Baileys.
Excuse me.
Hey, Daddy, the Brown store have a new car. You should see it.
Well, what's the matter with our car? Isn't it good enough for you?
Yes, Daddy.
Oh, must she keep playing that?
I have to practice for the party tonight.
Excuse me.
Excuse you for what?
I burped.
All right, darling, you're excused. Now run upstairs and see if Zuzu needs anything.
Zuzu? Well, what's the matter with Zuzu?
Oh, she caught a little cold. Caught it coming home from school. They gave her a flower for a prize and she didn't want to crush it, so she didn't button up her coat.
What is it, a sore throat or what?
Just a cold. The doctor says it's nothing serious.
Well, the doctor was here?
Yes, I wanted to make sure before all the excitement. He says it's nothing to worry about. She should be fine for tonight if she takes it easy.
Well, is she running a temperature?
Just a teensy one, 99.6. She'll be
It's
just
this
fine.
drafty old house. We might as well be living in a barn. Why do we have to live here in the first place in this measly, crummy little town?
George, what's wrong?
Wrong? You know, everything's wrong. You call this a happy family? Why do we have to have all these kids?
Where are you going?
Out to see Zuzu.
Look, Daddy, I want a flower.
Now wait a second, where are you going?
I want to give my flower a drink.
All right, here, give Daddy the flower. I can give it a drink for you.
Oh no, Daddy. Look. The petals broke off. Paste it.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'll just put these here and, Hey, look over there. Is that Santa Claus?
Where?
Oh, no, it was just a cloud. Hey, there you go, good as new.
Thanks, Daddy.
Now, will you do something for me?
What?
You try to get a little sleep.
I'm not sleepy. I'm excited for the party and I want to look at my flower.
Well, I know, but if you go to sleep, then you can dream about it. And it'll be a whole garden. Then it'll be time for the party.
It will?
Sure will.
Can I bring my flower to the party?
Of course you can.
Okay, Daddy, but don't forget to wake me up.
I won't.
Telephone.
I'll get it. Hello? Yes, this is Mrs. Bailey. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Welch. I'm sure she'll be fine. The doctor says she should be fine in time for Christmas dinner.
Is that Zuzu's teacher?
Yes?
Give me that. Hello, Mrs. Welch. This is George Bailey. I'm Zuzu's father. Say, what kind of a teacher are you anyway? You sending her home half naked like that? Do you realize she's probably going to catch pneumonia because of you?
George!
Is this the kind of thing we pay our taxes for? So a silly, stupid, careless person could send our kids home without their clothes on? Oh, I know, maybe they aren't the best dressed kids. They don't have any decent clothes, but hello? Hello? Oh, Mr. Welch. I'm glad I'm talking to you now. Gives me a chance to tell you what I really think of your wife. Oh, you will, huh?
George, stop it.
Well, anytime you think you're man enough. Hello? Hello? I think he hung up.
Daddy, how do you spell frankincense?
How should I know? What am I, a dictionary? Janie, haven't you learned that silly tune yet? You've played it over and over. Now stop it! I'm sorry, everyone. Mary, Janie, I'm sorry. Janie, please go ahead, practice. Pete, I owe you an apology, too. I'm sorry. What was it you needed to know?
Nothing, Daddy.
What's the matter with everyone? It's Christmas. Janie, go on. I told you gotta practice. Now go on, play.
Oh, Daddy?
George, I know something is wrong, but don't you dare take it out on the children.
Mary.
George, wait. Bloomfield 247, please.
Is Daddy in trouble? Shall I pray for him?
Yes, Janie, pray very hard.
Me too?
You too, Tommy. Hello, Uncle Billy?
George has no way to raise the $8,000 on his own with no time to spare. He has no choice but to turn to the one man who has the money to save him. The same man who took the very $8,000 he was looking for.
Oh no.
I'm in trouble, Mr. Potter. I need your help. Through some accident, the building and loan is short in their accounts. The bank examiner came today and we need to raise $8,000 right away.
Oh, so that's what the reporters wanted to talk to you about.
The reporters?
Yes, they called me up from the building and loan. Oh, and someone from the DA's office as well, and that poor Mr. Carter you ran out on.
Please, help me, Mr. Potter. I'll pay you any sort of bonus, any interest on the loan. If you still want the building and loan, you can have
Is there any chance there's just a slight discrepancy in the books?
it. No chance of that. I just misplaced $8,000.
You misplaced it? Tell me, George, what have you been doing? Playing the market with the company's money? Is it a woman? You know it's all over town that you've been giving money to Violet Bick. Not that I care, but why did you come to me? Why don't you go to that obnoxious friend Sam Wainwright?
He's in Europe. I can't get a hold of him.
I see. Well, what about your other friends?
None of them have anywhere near that kind of money, Mr. Potter. You know that. You're the only one in town who could help me.
I see. I've suddenly become quite important to you, George. Well, what kind of security do I have? You clearly can misplace quite a bit of money. Do you have any stocks?
No, sir.
Bonds, real estate, collateral of any kind?
Well, I have a life insurance policy. $15,000.
I see. And how much equity is it?
$500.
500. And you asked me to lend you 8,000? Look at you. You used to be so cocky. You were going to go out and conquer the world. You once called me a warped, frustrated old man. What are you but a warped, frustrated young man? A miserable little clerk crawling in here on your knees, begging for my help with nothing but $500 equity in a life insurance policy. You're worth more dead than alive. Why don't you go out and ask the riffraff you love so much for the money? Because you know they'd run you out of town. I'm going to do you a favor, George. I'm going to keep you safe from that mob. As a stockholder of the building and loan, I'm called the sheriff to swear out a warrant for your arrest. Misappropriation of funds, malfeasance. That's right, George. Go ahead and run. You can't hide in a town like Bloomfield Falls.
Mr. Bailey!
Hello, Martini.
Oh, it's always an honor to have you with us. A Merry Christmas. What can I get you?
I just need to sit for a minute.
You can sit all night. Nick, get this man a chair.
Here you go, George.
Thanks, Martini. Thanks, Nick. God, dear Father in heaven, I'm not a praying man, but I'm at the end of my rope. Show me the way, God.
Are you okay, George? You don't look so good. You want someone to take you home?
Mr. Bailey, are you all right?
George Bailey's here? Where?
Why, this here is George Bailey.
And the next time you talk to my wife like that,
You get out of here!
Now wait, I want to pay for my drink.
You get out of here quicker! You hit my best friend!
Are you all right, George?
Who was that?
He's a gone, don't you worry. His name is a Welch. You hear that, Nick? He don't come around here no more.
You bet.
Oh, Welch. That's what I get for praying.
George, where you going? Oh, please, don't go this way, Mr. Bailey. George, no!
Time has come, Clarence. Do you see him? George, walking out onto the bridge. Save him, Clarence!
I'm sorry.
Help! Help!
Hold on! I'm coming! I got you!
Are you two okay? That water's freezing. Come on, let's go get you somewhere warm. I'm the night watchman right over here at the mill, and I saw you guys on the bridge. I came to warn you it was really icy. Guess you found out. I think I've got some warm blankets in my office. Hey, how'd you happen to fall in?
I didn't fall in. I jumped in to save George.
You what? To save me?
Well, it worked, didn't it? You didn't go through with it.
With what?
Suicide.
Hey, it's against the law to commit suicide around here.
It's against the law where I come from, too.
Oh, really? You new in town? Me too. I just moved from Palatine Bridge. How about you, friend? Where are you from?
Heaven.
Heaven? Oh! Let me find those blankets.
I had to act quickly, you see. That's why I jumped in. I knew if I was drowning, you'd try to save me. And you see, you did. And that's how I saved you.
Yeah, very funny.
Your lip's bleeding, George.
Oh, yeah, it is. Here are those blankets. You need a doctor or something?
No, I'm fine. I just got a busted jaw as an answer to a prayer.
No, George, I'm the answer to your prayer.
How do you know my name?
Oh, I know all about you. I've watched you grow up since a little boy.
What are you, a mind reader or something?
Oh, no.
Well, who are you then?
Clarence Oddbody, AS2.
Oddbody. Well, that seems about right. AS2? What's an AS2?
Angel second class.
Second class.
I didn't have time to get any stylish clothes. I wore this on my last birthday. I passed away in it.
Passed away?
Oh, and I got Tom Sawyer all wet. I should have brought it with me, but I always leave things in my pockets. And it's signed, too. Oh well, I'll have to ask him to sign another one. I'll leave it by the radiator to dry out. Do you like Mark Twain? Oh, you should have read his latest.
His latest?
Oh, brother, what did Martini put in that drink? What's with you? What did you say just a minute ago? You want to save me?
Yes, that's why I'm here.
What? Who are you?
I'm your guardian angel.
Guardian angel?
Ridiculous to think of killing yourself for money. $8,000.
Yeah, stuff like that. How'd you know that?
I told you, I'm your guardian angel and I know everything about you.
Well, you look like the kind of angel I'd get. Fallen angel, aren't you? What happened to your wings?
Well, I'm only second class. I have to earn them.
You, buddy, you're the one who needs a doctor. A shrink looking for your wings. Mr. Potter isn't paying well enough for this job.
Well, you don't look too dangerous anyway. Wingless angel, huh? Well, how do you earn them?
By helping you.
Only one way you can help me. You don't happen to have 8,000 bucks on you.
Oh no, we don't use money in heaven.
Oh, that's right. Well, it comes in pretty handy around here, bub. I found that out a little late. Turns out I'm worth more dead than alive.
Now look, George, you mustn't talk like that. I won't get my wings with that attitude. You just don't know all that you have done. If it hadn't been for you...
Yeah, if it hadn't been for me, everybody would be a lot happier. My wife, my kids, my family. Look, little fellow, why don't you go off and want somebody else?
You don't understand. I have my job.
Just shut up, will you?
This isn't going to be so easy. You think killing yourself would make everyone happier?
I don't know. I guess you're right. I suppose it'd be better if I'd never been born.
What did you say?
I said I wish I'd never been born.
Oh, George, what a wonderful idea. Josephine?
Now you're talking to yourself. Who's Josephine?
Oh, that's just great. Thank you. George, you got your wish. You've never been born. Well, you don't have to make such a fuss about it. Well, George, that's it. You don't exist. You haven't a care in the world.
Hey, wait a second. Say something else in that ear.
Sure, you can hear out of it. No $8,000 to worry about, no sheriff.
What do you know about that? I haven't been able to hear out of that ear since I was a kid. Must have been the cold water.
Your lips stopped bleeding too, George.
Well, that's the doggonedest thing. What's happened? Oh, well, at least it stopped snowing out. Come on, as soon as our clothes are dry, we
Your
can...
clothes are dry.
Huh. Radiator must be hotter than I thought. Well, come on, get your clothes on and we'll stroll back up onto Martini's and, oh no, I'm sorry. I'll stroll. You fly.
I can't fly. I haven't got my wings yet.
Your wings, yeah. Hello, Nick. Hey, where's Martini?
You want the martini?
No, Martini, your boss.
Look, I'm the boss. You want to drink it, don't you?
Okay, double bourbon quick, all right?
Okay, what's yours?
I was just thinking. Oh, it's been so long since
Look, mister, I'm standing here waiting for you to make up your mind.
And you're a good man. I was just thinking a flaming rum punch. No, that's not it. It's not cold enough for that. Wait a minute, I've got it. Mulled wine, heavy on the cinnamon, light on the cloves. Off with you and be lively.
Hey, look, mister, we serve hard drinks in here for men who like to get drunk fast. And we don't need any characters around here to give the joint atmosphere. Is that clear? Or do I have to slip you my left for a convincer?
Nick, just give him the same as me. He's okay.
Okay, then.
What is the matter with him? I never saw Nick act like that before.
You're going to see a lot of strange things from now on.
Yeah. Hey, little fella, you're worrying me. You got someplace to sleep?
No.
You don't, huh? Well, do you have any money?
No, I told you, we don't use money in heaven.
Okay, enough of the heaven business. Why'd you jump in the river?
I jumped in the river to save you so I can get my wings. Oh, congratulations.
What?
Every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
Okay, that's enough. Out, you two pixies. Go through the door or out the window.
Hey, look who's here!
Could you spare me a little, Oh, hey, didn't I tell you never to come panhandling around here again?
Mr. Gower! Mr. Gower? It's George Bailey. Don't you recognize me?
No.
Get him out of here.
Wait! Oh, now, Nick, leave Mr. Gower alone. He's a respected guy.
You know, that's another reason for me to not like you. That rummy spent 20 years in a jail for poisoning a kid. If you know him, you must be a jailbird yourself. Hey, Polly, please show these gentlemen to the door.
You got it, Nick. This way, gentlemen.
Some wings for the way out.
You see, George, you were not there to stop Gower from putting that poison into...
Look, who are you?
I told you, George. I'm your guardian angel.
Yeah, I know. You told me that. But what else are you? Are you a hypnotist?
Don't you understand, George? It's because you were never born.
Well, if I wasn't born, then who am I?
You're nobody. You have no identity.
Oh, what do you mean? I'm George Bailey.
There is no George Bailey. You have no papers, no cards, no driver's license, no 4F card, no insurance policy.
I know. What about,
They're not there, George.
What?
Zuzu's petals.
How did you know?
You've been given a great gift, George. A chance to see what the world would be like without you.
Now, wait a minute. Just wait a minute. This is some kind of crazy dream I'm having. I'm going home to wake up.
What home?
Now, just shut up. You're crazy, that's it. You're screwy and you're driving me crazy, too. I'm going home to see my wife and kids. You understand that? And I'm going home alone.
How am I doing, Josephine? Thanks. No, I didn't have a drink.
Hey! Where'd the building and loan go?
The building what?
The building and loan, right up there, second floor.
They went out of business years ago.
Stop! Police!
Let me go. Get your meat hooks off me.
Hands behind your back.
Hey, I know her.
Who doesn't?
Well, yeah, that's Violet Beck.
I know Potter. He'll have your job.
That's what they all say.
I gotta get home. Taxi! Hey, Ernie, over here. Listen, Ernie, you gotta take me home. I'm off my nut.
Okay, where do you live?
Now, Ernie, don't you start pulling this too. You know where I live, 320 Sycamore.
Okay, but wait. 320 Sycamore?
Yes, and hurry, Zuzu's sick.
All right.
Look here, Ernie, you gotta straighten me out. I've had some bad liquor or something. Listen to me now, you're Ernie Bishop. You live in Bailey Park with your wife and kid. Well, that's right, isn't it?
You've seen my wife?
Seen your wife? I've been to your house 100 times.
Look, Bud, what's the big idea? I live in a shack in Pottersfield. My wife left Pottersville 3 years ago and took the kid. I don't know where they are, and I ain't never seen you before in my life.
Pottersville? Well, don't you mean Bloomfield Falls?
This town hasn't been called that in 20 years. What's wrong with you, mister?
I'm not sure. Just step on it. Get me home.
This is the place?
Of course it's the place. The door's locked. Where are I don't have my keys. We always kept a spare one under the mat, but where's the mat? I'll crawl... wait, all the windows are broken. Where's all my furniture? Mary? Mary? Tommy, Pete, Janie, Zuzu, where are you?
They're not there, George. You have no children. No one's lived here since the Granvilles, and it's in quite a disarray, isn't it?
Mary, where are you? You! What have you done with them? Mary! Mary!
What's going on, Ernie? I followed you when that coot ran off and jumped into your car. You all right? You could hear that guy screaming and banging clear down the street.
I'm not sure. I think he's lost his marbles. Then this other guy just showed up.
I better stop this. All right, put up your hands, both of you. No fast moves.
Oh, Bert, thank God you're here.
Stand back.
Bert, what happened to my house? Where's Mary? Where are my kids?
So watch it, Bert.
What's the matter with the two of you? Don't you know me? Ernie, you drove me home on my wedding night. Bert, you gave us champagne.
Look now, why don't you be a good kid and we'll take you to a doctor. Everything's gonna be all right.
Bert, now listen to me. Ernie, just take me to my mother's house. Bert, listen.
I hate to have to do this to you.
You can't.
Yo!
Sorry, friend. Run, George.
Okay, you asked for it. Hey, where'd he go?
I'm going to Nick's.
Look at that sign. Ma Bailey's boarding house. Oh, that's the wrong sign. I had a new one made for her 50th birthday. Oh, no. Mother!
Well?
Oh, Mother.
Well, what do you want?
Mother, it's George. I thought for sure you'd remember me.
George who? If you're looking for a room, there's no vacancy.
Oh, Mother, please help me. Something terrible's happened to me. I don't know what it is. Something's happened to everybody. Please let me come in, just until I get over this.
Get over what? I don't take in strangers unless they're sent here by somebody I know.
Well, I know everybody you know. Your brother-in-law, Uncle Billy.
You know Billy?
Of course I do.
When'd you see him last?
This afternoon at his home.
That's a lie. He's been in the asylum ever since my husband died and he lost his business. And if you ask me, that's where you need to be.
Strange, isn't it? Every man's life touches so many others. And when he isn't around, he leaves an awful hole, doesn't he?
I've heard of things like this. You've got me under some kind of a trance or a spell or something. Well, I'm going to get out of it. And I know how, too. I have to retrace my steps. The last man I talked to before all of this stuff started happening to me was Martini. But he wasn't at his bar.
Well, do you know where he lives?
Well, sure I know where he lives. He lives in Bailey Park. It's just nearby.
You're sure this is Bailey Park? It looks like a rundown cemetery to me.
I'm not sure of anything anymore. I know this should be Bailey Park, but where are all the houses?
You weren't here to build them. Look at this grave over here.
It's my father's.
No, George, not that one. This one over here.
Harry Bailey? But that's impossible.
Your brother broke through the ice and died at the age of 9.
That's a lie. Harry Bailey went to war. He won the Congressional Medal of Honor. He saved the lives of all the men on that transport.
Every man on that transport died. Harry wasn't there to save them because you weren't there to save Harry. You see, George, you really had a wonderful life. Don't you see what a mistake would be to throw it away?
Clarence.
Yes, George?
Where's Mary?
You're not gonna like it, George.
Please just tell me.
She's a different woman, George. Lonely and angry.
Just tell me where my wife is.
Oh, she's the secretary for the mayor, Mr. Henry F. Potter. And she's just about to leave the office.
Oh, no. Mary! Mary!
There must be an easier way to get my wings.
Mary!
Mr. Potter's office is closed.
Mary, wait!
No exceptions, and if you don't move along now, I'll have you arrested for loitering.
Mary, please!
Absolutely not. Come back on the 26th, though I doubt Mr. Potter will even see you, particularly without an appointment.
Well, don't you know me?
What? No, I don't. And from the look of you, I wouldn't want to. I'd bet my December wages you're nothing but a drunk and a degenerate. I'll thank you to leave me alone.
Well, look closely. Are you sure you've never seen me before? Please, just do this for me.
No. I want nothing to do with a louse like you. If you do not walk away this minute, I will scream for the police.
Just a minute, Mary, please!
Help! Police!
What about our family, our kids?
Kids? A family with you? Just stay away from me. Help! Help!
You again, stop! Stop right where you are!
He's got a paper here.
I bet it's a warrant for my arrest. Isn't it wonderful? Then all these reporters. Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas. Mary. Kids! Petey, Janie, Tommy.
Daddy!
Zuzu, my little ginger snap. How do you feel?
Just fine, Naz. Measure the temperature.
Not a smidge. Well, where's your mother?
George?
Mary, darling!
Oh, George, we've been so frightened.
Where have you been?
Oh, let me touch you. Are you real? You have no idea what happened to me.
And you have no idea what's happened here. It's a miracle. Just a miracle. Now come on in, everyone.
Mary did it, George. She told a few people that you were in trouble, and they scattered all over town collecting money. They didn't even ask any questions. They just said, if George is in trouble, count me in. I never saw anything like it. Now step right up.
I wouldn't be here without you, George. Here you are.
The line forms on the right.
I broke the jukebox too.
Oh, Mr. Gower!
You saved my life, George.
I'm not going to go, George. I changed my mind.
I wouldn't have a roof over my head if it weren't for you, George.
Wait just a minute. Quiet, everyone. It's a telegram from Sam Wainwright in London. Mr. Gower cables you need cash. Stop. My office has instructed you to advance up to $25,000. Stop. Hee-haw and Merry Christmas, Sam Wainwright.
Mr. Martini, how about some wine?
George!
Harry, you're here!
Harry, what about your banquet in New York?
Well, I got up and left as soon as I got the telegram. I couldn't let you down, George. Everyone, your attention, please. A toast to my big brother George, the richest man in town.
Should all acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should all acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? What's this book? The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. The inscription is for you. To George. Remember, no man is a failure who has friends. Thank you. P.S. I got them. Who's this from?
Well, that's a Christmas present from a very dear friend of mine.
Daddy, look, Mrs. Welch says every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings.
That's right! That's right! Attaboy, Clarence!
This concludes this installment of WBRC's Jingle Bell Radio Hour and tonight's performance of It's a Wonderful Life, brought to you by the J.D. Chapman Agency. And we wish you the happiest of holidays to all of you. We thank you and good night.